Welcome to Scan is Here to Help podcast. My name is Luis Flores. And every time that we do a podcast, we want to inform the community about important issues affecting the family, children, adults, adolescents, anything that can impact your family. And our mission is how do we foster the healthy development of families? So the services that we provide, are they really improving the lives of people? Not only stopping problems, but actually enhancing the lives of families. And so every time we talk about a program, this time we're going to talk again about our Family Resource Center. And before I get started, I think I said my name. My name is Luis Flores. And I'm a licensed professional counselor. I've been working for SCAM about 30 years. And then we have the program director for the Family Resource Center here with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, Mr. Flores. My name is Angelica Ramirez. I oversee the Family Resource Center here at SCAN. We've been active for about a year almost. Yes. So this is practically our yearly checkup just to update you guys on what we've been doing and how we've been doing.
Wow, a year, it went really fast.
It went by fast. Yes.
Well, this program is funded by the Department of Family and Protective Services, now under Health and Human Services Commission. And so before we get started with the updates, can you kind of describe again for people maybe that are seeing this for the first time, what is the Family Resource Center?
Yes, of course. So our Family Resource Center, we service families that have children ages 0 to 5. Our goal is the overall well-being of the children in the family. When we screen a family and we intake a family with a child, we not only service the index child, we also service the family as a whole. We intake a family, identify the family's needs, and then we try to find resources within our community to meet those needs. Okay. Within the program, we also provide support groups. We have family-friendly events. I would like to say that this is a center. This is not a program. People are under the impression that they're supposed to come and, stay 6 months, 5 months.
Okay.
But this is an open center. Yeah. This is an open center. They can come and go as they please.
So they can come in, get information, and then that will be the only thing. Or they may decide to be...
Yeah, if they decide to enroll, of course, yeah. Resources are for the whole community.
Can you tell me a little bit about the support groups? I know you mentioned those.
Yes. So we provide a couple of groups within our center. We have support groups that are for moms or for dads, for parents, caregivers, anybody who oversees a child. Over the summer, we had mindfulness groups to help parents. We had mindfulness painting, mindfulness eating. We had sensory mindfulness.
Wow.
Parents would come and they would leave their kids at our playroom, which is kind of hard because little kids always tend to follow their parents. But we try our best to keep our children entertained in one room so that parents can actually come and experience it. Experience mindfulness, learn a little bit of what it is, and see what they can take home and apply at home. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing. And I know mindfulness is it's everywhere now.
Mm-hmm.
But how important it is that people learn how to contact the present moment.
Yes.
Because we're really bombarded by worries, we're bombarded by things that happened in the past, and that really make it difficult in our lives. So then mindfulness allows people to really practice being here.
Being
and
present.
Now. And then so all the benefits that brings. I know that.
Yes, especially when you are a parent of a little one. We tend to worry so much about what's going to happen to their child. Where is he? How is he doing? What's going to happen in the future? And we lose sight of the present, of enjoying our child at the moment, at being present, playing with them. So it's something very important that I think we really needed it here at the FRC. And that's just mindfulness, but we have an array of groups. We also have educational groups. Over the summer, we had collaborations with the constables, and they came and taught us about car seat safety, where they brought actual mannequins with actual weights so that we can understand what car seat is better for our child. We had the importance of immunization.
Car seats.
Yes,
Okay.
car seat safety.
I thought you said crisis.
No, car seat safety. The constables also went up to each of our clients' vehicles to make sure that their car seats were installed properly. And then obviously we provided them with resources in case they can't afford one or they needed a different model or style. So resources are always given with the information that we provide in our
It's
groups.
a nice collaboration that you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have also collaborated with Gateway Health Department, and they came and talked to our parents about the importance of immunizations for our children. Especially when kids are at this age, they require a lot of immunizations, and it's kind of hard to keep track with a lot of appointments, but we need to remind them the importance of it and the impact that it has on our children. So we did invite Gateway, brought a bunch of resources for them as well. We had water safety with MHP. So they came and talked about water safety in case you have a pool, especially over the summer. The importance of keeping an eye on our child.
MHP?
Yes, MHP Salud.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
MHP Salute.
So yeah, so we do collaborate with a lot of agencies
So you
within our
collaborate
community.
with Gateway Community Health Center. Which
Constables.
They have been a great partner for
Yes.
SCAN. I mean, like others too, but you so then that agency that you mentioned, and then the constable.
Yes, sir.
And then what other? I mean, are these groups a different topic every time, or do you have some that are ongoing? What?
So we do have consistent groups. Every week we have nutrition group on Friday, and that is also in collaboration with MHP Salud, where we have a nutrition consultant. They teach our parents how to read labels, portion size control. Very successful group.
Wow.
Yes. So we have that every Friday. Every Wednesday we try to have platicas with our parents, with our moms, and we have a parent advisory committee who comes in on Wednesdays, I'm sorry.
Wow.
And it's just an open mic, let moms come and talk, let moms come and vent, let moms come and share resources with
Moms
each other.
and dads.
Dads are also welcome. Yes, I would love to have a lot more dads. But we're working on something for dads. But yes, typically we do have moms. They're the ones that come and show up, but our doors are open to anybody in the family, anybody who's caring for a child.
Excellent. So any caregiver, it can be
Yes,
a
sir.
grandparent that it is under, that
Yes,
that's responsible for the care of
for the
children.
child.
It can be a foster parent. It can be anybody.
An uncle, anybody who
Who's
is
caring
a
for
parental
the child,
figure. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so, hey, I just want to say a shout out to MHP Salud.
Yes, MHP Salud.
The similar you do, because I know you and I have spoken before.
Yes.
And when we write the reports, I know that they've been really.
They've been very helpful to us.
So,
Yes.
so maybe I somehow link him to Daniela to make sure that they get credit for. I mean, also Gateway and the Constables.
And the Constables Precinct 3. Yes.
We can kind of make mention of them so they know that that we're really appreciative of all the work that they do. And I have in front of me the director, the one that coordinates all this podcasts, and she's smiling at me, and she's a little shy, so she doesn't want to say anything, but we appreciate all the work that she does.
Yes, she's the one that takes pictures. She's the one in all our events. Yes.
Miss Daniela
Miss
Ortiz.
Daniela. So yes, we've dragged Daniela onto some of our events. We also, not only do we have support groups and information and educational groups, we also have family strengthening groups, which is something that's very important to the FRC. At the core of all the events that we do, our goal is, like I said, to make sure that children have a safe environment and they have an overall well-being, and we want to strengthen these family relationships. So within those groups, we have loteria nights, and the prices that we give are household items. So these are things that they're going to be able to use at home. Things that they won't have to buy later out of their own pocket. So we try to meet as many needs as we can by also engaging some fun activities like loteria. We had movie nights that we were able to host at our Hendricks facility with their new big screen and projector. So yes, the kids had a blast. We had a popcorn machine. We had snacks. And a movie that I think was a little too long. It's hard to keep the attention of a two. Yes, but nevertheless, they had fun. They had fun.
You had Garfield, I think.
We did have Garfield.
So yeah,
we did.
I mean, so when you say strengthening, family strengthening groups, you mean fun activities for the
Fun
entire
activities,
family?
yes. It's family-friendly activities.
Family-friendly
Yes.
activities.
So we want to make sure that mom is enjoying herself and that we get child involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to always just keep them apart.
Well, in another podcasts that we talked about another SCAM program, we talk about the importance of playing with the children spending time with children and doing positive activities, and how that really benefits the child, and that really strengthens the parent-child relationship.
Yes,
So
and there's so many benefits to the child. You see the confidence, you see how they're they socialize a lot more, they develop their speech a lot more. So it's all of them comes with benefits for our children.
Great. Do you have any parenting groups?
We are actually just starting our parenting, our Triple P, which is Positive Parenting Program. And this comes from a brand new grant that SCAN just received, which is the SMART program. I believe Dr. Susana Rivera is overseeing this project. I just had her staff this morning come and visiting the FRC because we are going to start collaborating heavily. And they are going to be the ones that are going to start bringing in the Triple P parenting classes to our Family Resource Center.
Yeah, just to let the public know that we've been using Triple P for a while. It's a really excellent curriculum
Yes.
for parenting that is evidence-based, meaning that there's scientific proof that it works.
That works.
And so then we had that in another program called the Launch Program. Here it's another SCAN program called Launch that funding ended. But we were lucky now to get a state funding to do the SMART program.
That has a triple P.
That we also proposed a Triple P, and we're gonna. And I'm glad that now that that you are facilitating those groups.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that I think we want to do at SCAN is that we want to make sure that all the services that we provide, that we kind of coordinate them to benefit you and your family. So that's really exciting that you're going to start those parenting groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think something we were really lacking was the parenting portion. And I was just so fortunate that Smart got Triple P. I was like, over here.
Of course.
Yes.
And let me circle back to what you said about the parent advisory committee. Is that what you call it?
Yes, it is a parent advisory. We call it PAC for short.
PAC. Tell me about the PAC. How did that get started?
So, like I said, we've been around for almost a year. It did take a while, but
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So you started it right away when you implemented the program?
No, it took us a while to get parents to actually want to get involved. So the FRC, like I said, it's not a program, it's a center. Everything in here is voluntary. Parents are not mandated to come. It's just if they want to join us. It was kind of complicated to try to convince parents to be part of this. But I think this developed organically. The relationships that we started building with the families that started coming in and the relationships that they started building with themselves is what built this PAC. This PAC was not set up until this past August, where, the moms that have been coming all summer, that have been so involved with the FRC, they decided to plan an event for the 16 de septiembre.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, you know what, ladies, we're actually doing PAC work. We're actually... the ideas that you guys are providing me is what is making this a parent advisory committee. So we made this official back in August. They were all doing all the work already to become a PAC. And now it's official. Now we have our PAC and we meet on Wednesdays. And they decide what they want to do over the month. They help us plan our calendar. They give us opinions of the events that we have. They let us know how our groups are going, if it's something they would like to continue, something that they would not. Listening to our families, I think, is something that we've really learned to do over this year. Actually identifying their needs. A lot of our groups are based on parents' availability. For example, we had mindfulness over the summer. Parents would usually stay for 40 to an hour after the group. So that's when we decided, you know what? Instead of just staying here and chit-chatting, let's make a family event. Let's go and read to our kids. Let's have a dance party. Let's watch a YouTube video with our children. So we would have mindfulness. The parents that would stay, we would have a playtime group. That also facilitates parents having to go and come back to the FRC 2 or 3 times a week. So definitely listening to our families, identifying those needs has helped us, us grow.
And it's really important that you get the voices of the families, and then I'm imagine that they give you input on how the services are. They can rate the quality of the services.
We have a suggestion box.
They contribute to ideas
Yes.
about what else to do. All in the service of helping children and strengthening families.
Everything is connected to our protective factors. These protective factors are required by DFPS. They're the standards of quality training that we get. So everything that we do is linked to family strengthening, providing concrete support for child development. Everything that we do is not just for fun. There's a lesson behind it, and that's really what we're trying to implement.
Yeah, and there are factors that can put your kids at risk, and there are also factors that can protect the kids from, I guess, from risk factors, from challenging, stress and challenging things that happen in the family, and these have to do a lot with what caregivers can do.
Yes, and the impact it has on our children.
Yeah, I think that's the most important factor is to have parents really involved. Really invested in the kids, calm, knowledgeable about children. All those things can really help. Yeah.
It may seem something very, people would say it's like common sense, but once you give it some thought, these things really, really matter. Spending time with their child, the way you talk to them, their tone, even if baby is months old, singing to them, talking to them will help them develop their speech, will help them be a little more social. All these things are very important. And I think we're just reminding parents of, hey, let's slow down, take a breather, spend some time with their baby. Don't let this just be a blur, years later down the road. So we're really trying to push for that.
Yeah. And the younger that they can act, they can be involved, the greater the benefit.
Oh yes, you'll definitely see a difference.
Yeah, so there was something else that I was going to talk about, but I forget pretty much.
That's okay.
No, it's just exciting. So it seems like people can come here for seek information, maybe participate in services, whatever it is that is going to benefit the 0 to 5 child. And if I understand correctly, you say when the family comes here, not only you identify the needs of the children that are 0 to 5, you also pay attention to mom, to dad, to the
big brother,
kids,
big sister, yes.
To if grandpa, grandma live there. And then you make sure that either you identified any needs in the larger family, that you link them, or that you tell them, go over here, go to Gateway if it's physical issues, go to Puerto Region if it has to do with mental health, or with SCAN, mental health.
Yes, any substance use in the family, we can go ahead and give them a link, a referral. It's also important for us to walk through these referrals. We don't just give you a phone number and wish you the best. We try to sit with families, make the call with them, teach them how to make these resources accessible and have them feel comfortable reaching out for help and reaching out for resources. I know a phone call can be something make somebody very, very anxious, but that's why we sit with them to get these resources to them.
And that's amazing, because I know families a lot of the times feel intimidating to contacting this agency, especially there's a lot of red tape. So then they may get discouraged. So I'm glad that you provide that support.
Yes.
Until they get the service, they get linked to the
And
service.
maybe next time they decide to call themselves, it's a lot easier. I also want to mention, Mr. Flores, there's a lot of families that find asking for help intimidating because of situations, financial situations, maybe legal situations. Here at SCAN, we don't ask for a social security number. We don't ask your status. Your residential status. All our services are completely free. Some of the services that we offer, like for example, the medical screening, there is not a single cost to it. So we really want to invite families. We really want to let them know not to be afraid to give us a call and ask.
Amazing. Okay, well, let's just get into the updates. So let's see. I know that it's been a year, and then you've done a lot of different things. So what are some of the things that are new for the FRC?
So some of the new things that we have implemented within this year, we've really built a solid collaboration with ECI Project Niños.
Oh, nice. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Shout out to ECI.
Yes, shout out to ECI. Like I said, our goal is the well-being of our children. One of the requirements to enroll is letting us administer an ASQ developmental screening. And this is just to identify anywhere where your child might be lacking. You know, if it's speech development, physical, immediately we link them to ECI. They're 2 doors down. It's been a blessing to have them right there. Not only are they our go-to to send any children that need help, we've also developed this collaborative effort to bring resources to the family. So once a month, we have been providing support groups. And this specific collaborative group is called Mental Health and Milestones. So we want to incorporate a lot of mental health, well-being for the parents, for the caregivers, and how it impacts our child's development. So hence the milestones. Yeah. We bring in a lot of other agencies to come and talk to our parents and give information about resources that can benefit the family. They come, present, give information, and then resources are right there.
Nice.
Yes. So that's something has been growing. We've outgrown this conference room, ECI's conference room, and now we've been hosting at the Public Health. They've been generous enough to lend us their conference room that can hold up to 80 families. Laredo Public Health, the Health Department, formerly Health Department.
City
yes.
of Laredo Health Department.
Yes.
Shout out to City
Now they're called Public Health, Laredo
really?
Public Health. Yes.
They are. I didn't know that. So
they did make a change.
I'm behind you.
Yeah, so we actually go. It's the Laredo Health Department. They're on Cedar, and we've been growing this group by inviting other agencies as well. Okay. So that's something that's been amazing, and it's something we've grown throughout the year.
Anything else that you want to add of the things that you have done this year? Any accomplishments? Any new wrinkles? Anything?
All these white hairs.
I know you're really creative.
We do have a lot of events. We did have, for example, the month of April. We had the whole month. We had events for child abuse prevention. SCAN, Ms. Dabju was so kind to let us host our play day that we brought back since 2019 because we stopped due to COVID. Yes.
By the way, I wasn't invited.
What do you mean, Mr. Flores? I invited all your building, and I was like, you know what? Bring the kids.
I wasn't. Yeah.
No, Mr. Flores, dígame.
Well, so those of you who don't know, I think I mentioned that I have been working for SCAN for about 30 years. So for many years, we used to hold a play day for the families, and I never missed them. And we used to hold them at
main office.
No.
Oh, acá en Saunders?
No, and what is that? On
the Civic Center.
Civic Center.
But I remember back then you guys would go all out. It was a big event.
Yeah, it was a huge event, and we had a lot of participation from
other agencies.
Yeah. But I'm glad that you
trying to bring it back. It's not as big as what you guys used to do. We kept it kind of just SCAN. But then I also invited a couple of other agencies that we really collaborate with regularly, like ECI, MHP. And then we also invited Girl Scouts who were giving out Girl Scout cookies, which was amazing. It's something, it was a lot smaller than what you guys used to do, but it's something we definitely want to bring back to our community. That opened the doors to a lot more plans, to a lot more events that we want to host. And hopefully if the community still accepts us and they still come around, we can continue having these kind of activities for them. Yeah, everything completely free, by the way.
Yeah, so then right now, what is your enrollment like? How many families are enrolled?
Right now, we have a total of 76 families enrolled in the FRC. Nice. Yes. A lot of families do, like I said, this is a center. They can come and choose to stay, or they can just come, maybe a couple of classes, and then that's it. So don't think there's 76 families in here at a time. We don't. We do have, like I said, our pack who are very recurrent, but there's room for a lot more. Yeah. 76 is not enough.
Yeah, and I think you're saying that you're looking for a larger place because you already outgrew this space.
Outgrew this space. I think Adelaida and I completely are at a wit's end with 76 families. It's just myself. I have Miss Adelaida Lopez, who's been with SCAN longer than I have. And then I also have Miss Part-Time Brenda Charles, who is our navigator. Oh. And she's been in SCAN even longer than me and Adelaida. And yeah, it's just us three. It's just us three.
Wow, you guys do a lot.
Yes.
So Maybe we need to help you not to develop more gray hairs. Because I want to make sure that you know that you're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
So that's amazing. Because when we wrote this grant, we weren't sure how it was going to look like, and I'm glad that that you decided to be the program director. Because,
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is very new, not only for Laredo, Mr. Flores, for the state of Texas. We meet monthly with other FRCs, and this is an unbeaten path. We're basically trying to figure out how this goes. We're trying to do what's best for our community. We're trying to shape this to our community's needs. So I know not only in Laredo, this is the only family resource center in Laredo and Webb County, but in other counties in the state of Texas, this is something very, very new. Family resource centers are not as common as, counseling services or substance use services. So like I said, this is definitely an unbeaten path that we're going through. We're growing with it and we're learning as we go. It's definitely a learning experience. This year has been, not only for myself, but I know that for my staff, we've been trying to keep up. But we've also been so blessed because the community has received it with open arms. And the fact that we have 76 families enrolled is just amazing.
Amazing, it is. Well, thank you so much. And if you're seeing this for the first time, all you have to, let's talk about the requirements. I think all they need to do is to have a child between 0 and 5 years old.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
That's it.
So there's what kind of documentation do they need to bring?
If they have a Texas or any kind of identification, they're more than welcome to bring it to us. But all you need is just your child.
So that's not a requirement.
No, it's not a requirement.
Just that they have a child of that age.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So I don't have any more questions. Where are you located? So families can
still, as of today, we're still located at 5705 Springfield. We're in the little plaza right next to Galo Eye Center. If you guys can't find us,
you are right across St. John Newman's.
Yes, St. John Newman's Catholic Church.
Across the street. Yeah.
They're right across the street from them. Yes.
It's amazing. Well, thank you so much for this great information. I don't know if there's any last words that you want to mention.
Any questions, any comments or concerns, please call us at 956-608-3852.
956
608
608
38
38
52.
52.
Yes.
Call for anything.
Yes.
You're going to get really helpful stuff, and glad that you called.
Yes, sir.
So thank you so much for being with us for this podcast. And as I mentioned before, we're going to continue with podcasts talking about different topics and also new programs that or all programs that SCAN is operating. So hope you had a great day today.
Thank you.